On January 9th, 2023, YouTube user Jorts uploaded a video that would change the landscape of YouTube videos forever. The video sees Jorts trying to touch grass in every Mario game. Even though the phrase touch grass has fallen out of favor, as so many internet parlances do, fans of the video have continued to touch grass in their own favorite games, creating an entirely new genre of gaming videos. And now, because of this, there's some kid out there whose special interest is touching grass videos. And they're gonna get Pikmin 4 for their birthday. Play for a few hours, take a YouTube break, look up Pikmin Touch Grass, and they're gonna be shocked when they find out there's 0 results. But you can fix that. You've got a capture card and a video editing software. And wouldn't you know, you've played Pikmin before. You can save this little kid's birthday, and you will, right now. You're going to be the first person to touch grass in all 4 Pikmin games, and upload it to YouTube. As is customary of any good grass touching video, you of course start with the first game in the series. But this raises the question, which version? You could play the GameCube version, but then anyone born after 2010 is going to say, hey, why are the sides cut off? And then by the time you explain aspect ratios, they're going to have already disliked the video and moved on, so that's probably not ideal. As for the Switch version, how are you gonna afford that, huh? Do you think you have a job? You're making Pikmin videos for YouTube, babes. So Wii version it is. And as is tradition for the Sad Girl Sicka YouTube channel with 0 videos, you start in save slot 2. Thinking it'll make editing easier, you decide to turn off the game's music, but this causes the game's unskippable cutscene to lose a bit of its impact. You consider adding your own sound effects in post, but it's probably too much work. As you gain control of your character, the challenge is over before it even begins. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you touch grass at the beginning of a Pikmin game? The entire box art is made of grass. You decide to stay strong and hold out hope that the other games will at least have a glimpse of challenge. Before moving on to Pikmin 2, you consider making a pithy comment that one might expect to hear in a Jorts video.
Have you ever noticed how the idol Pikmin in this game looks super naked? What's that about?
But you think that might be a little too gauche, so you'll probably edit it out in the final video. Finally, you play an extra in-game day to gain the ability to lie down, allowing Olimar to truly luxuriate in this grass. Sort of. In this game, he mostly just writhes around in anguish, but it's the best one can do. Pikmin 2 improves upon the first game's grass-touching formula by letting the player skip the first cutscene, even though it's still got a bit more to go through after that. The next unskippable cutscene also has sound effects even if you turn off music this time, which is nice. After spamming the A and B buttons like a horse jockey solving a 2x2 Rubik's Cube to get through all of the dialogue, you finally get control of Olimar, and once again, you already won the challenge. Despite the inherent frost covering the ground, you must admit this is grass you're touching. Things are looking dour. People aren't gonna watch a video of some random girl just skipping cutscenes for 5 minutes. What were you even thinking? Why'd you decide to do this challenge in the first place? It's Pikmin, of course. In such a bad headspace, you imagine a comment from somebody with a Batman profile picture saying, "That's not grass you're touching." And you think they might be right. So you do another run. This time you get to day 2 and enter the first cave. You skip through the first floor as fast as you can and book it for the candy pops on floor 2. As you reach them, the game goes out of its way to highlight what lies before you. Beneath a beam of light, you find what you've been looking for. Truly green grass. No more frosted, insipid excuses for grass. This is the kind of stuff queens get out of bed for. And you're starting to feel a little bit better. This is nice. You're too lazy to keep playing the game and get the ability to lie down, so you just load up another save file that has it and hope no one notices. But now that you have that 5-man knapsack, you go back to that cave and once again luxuriate in the sun-soaked countryside. Now not only can Olimar lie down, so can his co-captain, Louie. And in this game, they genuinely look serene. The comfort of these captains makes you excited to get into Pikmin 3. Which doesn't have save slots because apparently it hates people like you who love the number 2 too much. Whatever, you just start a new file the only way the game allows. This is the first game that allows the player to skip almost all of the dialogue and cutscenes, allowing you to get into the action much quicker. But unlike the previous games, when you gain control of your character, you find yourself at a loss. There's no grass around here. Doesn't even seem like there could be grass around here. All that surrounds you is snow. and not even the kind that's hiding something beneath. You're not sure if this is a good or a bad thing. You asked for this challenge, but now that you're presented with it, you don't know what to do. You rush through the Charlie section as fast as you can, but there's really not many places to make up time. The section ends with a patch of dead leaves that even you can't argue is grass. Gaining control of Alf, you're horrified that, yet again, there's no grass here. But still, as you must, you hold out hope that it could show up soon. You should not have held out hope. Minutes pass without so much as a hint of touchable grass. Instead, you're forced to play Pikmin 3 like a normal person, instead of the grass-ravenous monster you've become. You come to the end of the first day with 20 red Pikmin in your command, and 0 blades of grass touched. But then the game dangles a carrot in your face. The next area is literally called the Garden of Hope. If there's no grass there, you might as well put the Wii U back in storage. You load up the map, crouch down next to the console, finger resting atop the power button. But there it is. What you've been waiting for. Right in front of your eyes is the most beautiful grass you've ever seen. It's enough to make an unemployed Pikmin freak weep. But you contain yourself. You have more important things to do, like luxuriating in this grass. So you go to press the lie down button, which is... You turn off the Wii U, ready to never play Pikmin 3 again. Especially because it's time for Pikmin 4. You also change a setting from normal to quick. You have no idea what this does, but it certainly sounds faster. Pikmin 4, much like Pikmin 3, makes the player work to touch their grass. But you find Pikmin 4's grass quest to be much more engaging. The game starts by forcing you to take Olimar and Moss to the starting area's mini-boss as soon as possible. You head as straight as you can for the enemy, collecting any Pikmin in your path, but not going too far out of your way to get any stragglers. With 23 friends in tow, you enter into the Colosseum. This battle is impossible to lose. Instead, for this task, it's simply testing your speed. The faster you can take down the enemy, the closer you are to that grass, and to a world in which a Pikmin grass-touching video exists on YouTube. After slaying the beast handily, you are forced to make your own player character. You decide to leave everything as is, but you make absolutely certain you press down on the final page so you don't open the on-screen keyboard. Character made, your heart begins to pound. You know what awaits you on the other side. Only 2 more cutscenes are in your path. Plus, done. That's time. You have now officially touched grass in all 4 Pikmin games. Now all that's left is to write the script, record the voiceover, and edit it all together. Then it's as simple as pressing upload and setting it to publish on Friday morning. Pikmin 4 has officially released, and the youth of tomorrow has begun searching fervently for the grass-touching video they so desperately crave. You'll probably look up Pikmin Touch Grass on Friday too, just to see what shows up. You expect 2 different possibilities. Possibility number 1 is that the search presents you with several videos from several creators all performing the same task. Despite your insistence on doing this for the kids and providing something necessary to society, you are far from the first to do it, with your video appearing below 3 others. The second option is that when you search the term, only your video comes back, meaning your desire to fulfill a niche need was justifiable, and now anybody who searches for this specific content will be satiated. You're not sure which you'd rather see. If it's the first option, you'll be sad to find out that you're not as unique as you thought. You put all of this effort into something that everybody else is also doing. But if it turns out to be the second option, you'll still be just as sad. What if somebody else wanted to make a Pikmin grass-touching video in the future, and they go to check if it already exists, and then they find your video, and they think, that's fine, I guess I just won't do it anymore. But their video could have been better. They probably have more of a passion for it, compared to you, who, you don't love grass-touching videos. You just thought, this could be easy, people will watch it, it'll give me views. And you had to make up a fake kid just to justify those thoughts. You're not a creator, you're just a thief, stealing the ideas of those who came before you. And maybe you won't even search Pikmin Grass Touch on Friday. And maybe the video won't go up after all. Hey, Sad Girl Sika here. Thank you for watching my video. I really want to go play Pikmin 4, but I had a few things to say at the end of this video, so I'm going to try to get through them pretty quickly. First off, I guess I should mention that the footage in the background here is me getting a much better time during my Pikmin 4 grass touching run that I just forgot to use. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was going to have a Pikmin 2 video that I wanted to come out earlier this week, but then it ended up being a lot bigger and more time consuming than I possibly could have imagined. So I still want to get that out. Who knows when? Hopefully within the next couple weeks, we'll see. I'm not going to say you should subscribe. Instead, I think you should just leave the tab for Sad Girl Sicka open in your internet browser of choice, and then, you know, a few weeks from now, once you remember that that tab is there, if there's no new video, feel free to just close out of it. Or if there is a new video, feel free to click on it. I don't think I'm going to be a Pikmin girly forever, but I also would like to make a Pikmin 4 video in a very similar style to the Pikmin 2 video that's about to come out. And yet again, please do not subscribe. Instead, just like, remember either the name Sad Girl Sicka or Sicka or something, or remember the idea of this video about touching grass in all 4 Pikmin games, and then just like look that up in 3 months and see if I made a Pikmin 4 video. Of course, I must again thank Jorts for bringing the idea of touching grass in video games to life. I wouldn't be here without Jorts, if you know what I mean. The most recent Jorts video I thought was really good. I'm not going to say which one so that this can be evergreen, but I am being honest right now when I'm thinking of the most recent one in reality. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but the part earlier where I showed off the search results for Pikmin Touch Grass, one of those videos was real. I didn't think it was going to happen. I hadn't searched it in like a month, so I was terrified when I found out that literally 2 weeks ago someone did make a video of them doing a speed run for touching grass in Pikmin 4. Literally the exact same way as me. We had the same method, same grass touched, sort of. I went left, they went right, you know. Classic politics, right? So yeah, that video is pretty good. I enjoyed it. My time was a little bit better, even though we timed from different... We started our timers at different points, but even retiming it, my time was a little bit better. Nevertheless, great job, Virtual Unknown. Got a lot of great grass videos. I hope they don't watch this video because I made a couple of jokes that aren't, you know, they seem like a kid, and I don't know about all of the... I don't know, the videos by The Sunglassed Gamer. I don't know if that's kid appropriate. I think that's about everything for now. I'll have more of a real roadmap in my next video for what the heck this channel is going to become, but I just really wanted to make videos and I wanted a place to do it, so here it is for now. Before I go, I must give a super special shout out to the Kirby Air Ride 5 hot dogs percent speedrun community, one of the best speedrun communities of all time, and an extra special shout out to Pearstrike and Shannondorf, two of the best to ever do it. Alright, I'll actually go now. Bye!